Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we are going to be reviewing a foundation. Duh, surprise. No, this is another drugstore foundation. Unfortunately, this foundation isn't sold in the shade isn't sold in a lot of stores. You can find Wet n Wild at CVS and Walgreens. So I may be wrong, but at least my Walgreens, all three that I have here in town or in my county, we don't sell this shade, so I had to get this shade offline. So this shade retails for $6.99, like $6.99. Can you believe it? Like, I'm just like, what? You know what I mean? So this is the Wet n Wild Photofocus foundation. This is in the shade Mahogany. I believe Mahogany is the darkest shade that they have, and this being Wet n Wild, I was kind of like on the fence, so I just went ahead and got the darkest shade that they own. Looking at the bottle, I already know it's going to be way too red and way too warm on my skin tone or on my face, but I'm still going to go ahead and review it for you guys because I've heard a lot of great things about this foundation. So let's go ahead and get into the review. So as you guys know, I always do these reviews or first impressions without any primers. It's just something that I personally like to do. I just like to have it on my bare skin. Just to kind of see how it works. Although primers don't make that much of a difference, some of them can, you know what I mean? And you can see pretty much everything on my skin. So with that being said, we're just going to go ahead and do that. I just have a moisturizer on my skin and that's pretty much it. I do know that this applicator is really weird, you guys. It comes with like a spatula. So it looks like that. So it looks like a spatula, which can be nice, but at the same time, it can't be. I know that, well, back in the day when I used to use Black Radiance's foundations, they used to have a spatula, and Wet n Wild and Black Radiance are sister companies, so maybe that's just what they do, just how they make their foundations. But let's see what it claims. It says, goodbye to photo flashback, help eliminates white particle reflection. It's been tested under 7 light conditions with top smartphones and with and without flash. So it doesn't really claim much, doesn't really say much on the bottom, but it's supposed to be matte, I heard. So just gonna apply a swipe here and there and everywhere. Why is this foundation so damn red? Oh, see, that's what turns me off about a lot of foundations, is they're so red, they just don't work for a lot of us, you know what I mean? Like, we're not red, okay? We're not, I promise you. However, I'm not gonna go off on a tangent. I'm just gonna blend that out with my beauty blender. It does kind of have like a small scent, or a slight scent, I should say. Blends in really nice. It's just a really light, kind of sheer foundation. Kind of reminds me a lot of the Marc Jacobs Remarkable foundation, where it's kind of like that serum kind of foundation where it's just really silky in texture. It doesn't feel like a cream, like, you know how cream foundations usually feel. It does not feel like that. So this is a fail. At least for my shade reference, like my shade. There might be one underneath of Mahogany, which I'm guarantee there's one underneath of Mahogany. And that might be a little bit better for my skin tone right now, being as I'm in my winter shade as opposed to my summer shade. But this is red. I feel like a clown. I just get so frustrated. It's hard to love makeup when brands make it hard to love makeup. Meaning, like, I love everything about makeup and I've always loved everything about makeup, but when we try something and it looks so red on you, it makes you not want to buy new foundations and want to review and test out new foundations. It's so frustrating because it's like, why does every single company make a foundation so red, orange, and undertone? Like, come on. There's hella black women that are willing to test out your freaking foundation shades. Like, we're all over the world, you know what I mean? So it's like, you can grab 30 women and test all of their undertones and then figure out a foundation for the deeper, darker skin tones, because as soon as it stops from like golden tan or soft sable or whatever that, you know, a little bit lighter than what I am shade is, as soon as it goes up to toffee or cocoa or cappuccino or, you know, any of those shades, that's when it gets red and it's like, how do we just go from being very golden based to being red? So anyways, this foundation, now that it's settled into my skin, it's very, very matte. It's not a natural finish, kind of like the Milani. It's not a luminous finish like the LA Girl. It's just a very matte foundation. So if you are oily and you can find this in your shade, this is going to feel really, really nice on your skin. It doesn't feel very matte like the Becca Ever Matte or the Clinique Stay Matte foundation. It doesn't feel matte like that, but it feels matte to where I see no shine. But that's not a problem. You know, if you're a very oily girl and you can't find any foundation that you don't want to spend $35 and above on, this is going to be a great foundation if you can find it in your skin tone, because it's $6.99. You know what I mean? It's not too expensive, and if you're in the deeper, darker ranges, you might have to wait a couple days for shipping, but that's not that bad. I do really like their concealer as well. Their concealer is really nice. Whereas their concealers are a little bit more neutral, cool tone based and undertone, and this is red. Like, I can't win. We can't win. But nonetheless, it's still a very beautiful foundation. For it being $6, it's bomb. I just can't with the shade. But like I mentioned with the Milani, I may use it in another video and see how I can make it work, just so you can also see how you can make it work. It's extremely unfortunate that we have to go that route, whereas we have to make things work for us as opposed to it just matching us, you know what I mean? But I will still use this in a video so that way you guys can see how I wear it. Nonetheless, I hope you all enjoyed this review video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe before you go, and let me know your thoughts on this foundation if you own it and what shade you are in this foundation. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!